Okay, before I review Dunkirk, I really have to give my condolences to Chester Bennington. I haven't felt this upset about a celebrity death since Robin Williams. And guess what? They're both suicides. I just I don't believe it. The lead singer of Linkin Park, Linkin Park was that and Green Day and Blink 182, those kind of bands are like those bands that preteen boys during the 2000s like me would just look up to, and bands I continue to look up to this day. And like there's like the classics like In the End, New Divide, and Numb. Like Numb especially, Numb helped me get through my senior year, guys. Like it's such a powerful and inspirational song, and to think that Chester Bennington and his man's band could make could give us such a hopeful song, but yet he just ended his life so hopelessly. It's it's tragic. I just I don't believe it. Like Chester, whatever was making you like feeling that upset to the point where you'd want to do that to yourself. Like I'm sorry. I know like you're never gonna be forgotten. But rest in peace, my man. Alright, let's review Dunkirk. Dunkirk is the long-awaited Christopher Nolan directed film set during World War II, and please forgive this bizarre light that's shining into my face. It's, weird angles, but it's about these English and French soldiers being trapped in the coastal city in France called Dunkirk, as they have to get home, evacuate, and get back to their families before the beach gets taken over by the Nazis. Okay, Christopher Nolan, the guy's a household legend. Like anything that this man puts out, like people are just gonna flock to see it because they know that he's just a brilliant director and a brilliant person too. Apparently, like I remember watching like Watch Mojo's top 10 like directors are difficult to work with, and so in the comments said this is why I love Christopher Nolan. He's never raised his voice at anybody on set, and yet he makes such masterpieces. Like yeah, I mean Dark Knight trilogy is one of my favorite like movie trilogies of all time, and I love Inception. Interstellar is a very solid film too, and of course I gotta look forward to Dunkirk. Like it's how could I not look forward to Dunkirk? Like I love World War II films. I mean I'm a descendant of World War II survivors. Like my grandfather was a fighter pilot. My other grandfather was a merchant marine. So yeah, it's in my bloodline. This kind of thing. And Dunkirk, just seeing from the trailers, it looked very tense. And yeah, expect a whole lot of tension in this movie when you go to see it, viewers. Like, this is really weird for me to say. Don't see Dunkirk for the characters. Like, that's something you don't want to say about movies. Like, if the characters aren't really there, the movie's not there. Like, you can't carry a film just through premise. You need good characters to, give it some weight. That's why films like, The Hunger Games, yeah, it's a really interesting premise, but without Katniss Everdeen, it's nothing. And yeah, Alien and Aliens, there's simple premise, but without Ellen Ripley, it's nothing. The Purge, on the other hand, really cool concept, but the characters are complete nitwits, so as a result, the movie just gets dragged down, it's just... And Dunkirk, the characters, none of them are super memorable. I'm gonna be frank with you there, like, I don't recall any of their names. I know that Harry Styles is in this. He used to be in One Direction, and his name escapes me, but he was in Harry Potter: Chamber of Secrets. Yeah, the performances in this film are all great, and Tom Hardy's in this movie too, and so is the eyebrow kid from Maze Runners. Yeah, the performances in this film are great, but the characters themselves don't get a whole lot of development, and that's okay. This film, like, it doesn't need a whole lot of character weight. Like it's such a unique case where the film is carried. The film's like greatness is carried by other things, and for that, viewers, it's the tension, the music, and the editing. Like the editing in this film is near flawless. I kid you not. Like this film, like the technical work, the cinematography is beautiful, and like when there's sound effects on, when there's like explosions and gunshots and like things are falling apart, like it like fills your ears and makes you feel like you're in the battle. Like it's insane. And attention, like, it's gonna, like, actually, you have no clue what's gonna happen, like, what's going on with all these different soldiers, and just, it keeps you on your toes the entire time. Like, it gets progressively more tense as the film goes on and on and on and on and on, because you know it's at stake, you know what's going to happen, even though it's based off a true story, so, like, you know that the English and the French are going to wind up winning anyway, but, like, still, it's, you don't know what's going to happen at any turn, and there's, like, something could go wrong at any moment, just that whole tense feeling. But what really carries this film, and this film just really would not be the same without it, like, actually, the whole film is in this, is the score by the one and only Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer is probably my favorite composer out there. Like, he crafted, like, this score that he made for this film, like, the music, it's never too overbearing, it's never too in your face, it's not like, it doesn't, like, over dominate the scene, but, like, it's not too subtle either. Like, it's there, like, there's an entire, I swear, the first, like, I can only count, like, a total of maybe 5 minutes where there weren't any, like, music in this entire film. Like, the score is that prevalent throughout the film without being in your face, or should I say in your ears. But, like, it's so fitting for this film. And the score, like, I want to, like, this film is worth seeing a second time just for the music. Yeah, that's how great the score ties in with this entire film. And probably one of the best things about Dunkirk, viewers, is how, like, it's a Christopher Nolan film, and Christopher Nolan is notorious for making, like, horribly confusing films, but, like, really awesome confusing films. But Dunkirk is easy to understand. It's easy to follow. Like, yeah, it's really tense, keeps on the edge of your seat, but you don't need to watch it, like, a bunch of times to fully understand what's going on, not like Inception or Interstellar. And Christopher Nolan, like, great work for stepping out of comfort zone there. You didn't confuse the hell out of us, and instead you made a very tense and gripping World War II thriller. That's amazing. Alright, viewers, overall, like, Dunkirk, believe the hype. This film is definitely worth the price of admission. Heck, maybe I'll see it twice. Maybe. But, like, it's tense, it's awesomely edited, everything, the technical work and the whole, like, the screenplay, and of course the score. Christopher Nolan took it in such a unique direction, and it really paid off. I gotta give Dunkirk a 9 out of 10 stars. It's an awesome film. Alright, so tell me, what is your favorite Christopher Nolan directed film? The Dark Knight and Dark Knight Rises, those remain to be, like, on my list of top 10 favorite movies of all time. Just saying, like, but let me know in the comments down below and give us a review or rating where you feel like it deserves. Subscribe if you're new to my channel, please. My name is TVB9. I'll see you guys later.